Yo, you already know who it is. Bruh, Migos podcast back. And look who's back. I got the homie Rob back. And you already know, since he's back, you got both of us, baby. It's Bruh Migos power today. So, today, we always have our show ready for you guys. Rob is going to give you guys a little Disneyland promo. We're going to talk Fury Usyk. Nike, what the hell is wrong with y'all? You're dropping the ball a little bit. You think people are dumb over here? JJ Redick, you might have to eat those words later in the future. And NBA playoff coverage coming to you guys right now. Bro Amigos podcast.
Bruh.
Let's get it. Rob, back from the home of the Disney of the land.
Cali.
Bro. So what you got to say about the little Disneyland, my boy?
Bruh. Bruh. First of all, happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Happy
Mother's Day to
Mother's
all
Day
the
to you.
mothers out there.
If you're a mother, if you have a mother, if you are expected to be a mother, grandmother, baby mama, all that. But here's the mother of all things. Disneyland's on some bullshit. And not in a bad way. No, in a way that I just don't like it. I would say that. So
Mm-hmm.
first off, this is what I'm gonna say to y'all Disneyland. Disneyland, y'all need a kids only lane. Y'all need like a line that kids can basically play around in. Just something that they can bounce around in. Like my kids were getting restless in these lines because of shit y'all got, which is that Genie Pass. Genie Pass is is fine. I get where it's coming from. I'm trying to. But the thing about it is with the Disney Pass or the Genie Pass, you only got like so many ways that you can do things and so many things that you can like schedule your time. And so we had to wait like hours for stuff that we wanted to do just because of the Genie Pass and basically going through each thing. And yeah, man, that it wasn't as swift and as, good as we thought it would be. So, but yeah, man, like it was just not as good. I granted, California Adventure, hey y'all, is bomb.com, all right? Like
Bob.com.
I did love Disneyland California Adventure because it had a lot of Pixar things, had Avengers things because your boy likes comics. Like it was really cool. The kids loved it as well. Like that was cool. But like as far as Disneyland, that main part, I think y'all need some kind of kids only lane. And even in the California Adventure, like just something where the kids can play around in because it's hard to get little kids to basically stay still. Older kids, it's a little bit easier because they don't really care to do all that much. But like little kids, they get restless. They're trying to jump on for everything. I need something where these kids can play around in, and then we can gather them up and basically take them on the rides. But another thing is issue that I had with y'all Disneyland. How come I can see every other Mexican at Disneyland, but y'all ain't got no Encanto toys? My little girl was trying to look for an Encanto toy. Now, granted, shout out to the lady that played Encanto, Mirabelle, great lady that she did the damn thing at the California Adventure where that was. But y'all ain't got no kind of Encanto toys that the kids can basically find. It was like one little corner, one little spot had some Encanto toys, but everywhere else couldn't find shit. All right. Like I don't understand how come like y'all got like I said, every other Mexican. I saw every other nationality of Latinx. Like, but y'all ain't got no Encanto toys. Like, what is going on with y'all? Y'all right there in Killer Cali, which is right really Killer Cali saying, huh? But like
Yeah.
y'all right there in Cali, and y'all ain't got no Encanto toys. Granted, I guess the movie, was not as great. Y'all don't want to talk about Bruno. Or, I don't know what it is, but y'all basically did not have no Encanto toys. Girl was looking for some Mirabelle. What the fuck is going on? All right, I I'm just saying. I am just saying. But let me move on to other parts of my trip because Disneyland. I'm gonna rest on y'all. Airlines. Why can't y'all load up from back to front? Like, why is it to where y'all gotta
This
basically
is true.
load up front to back? Like, people are putting in their shit. People like you got everybody wanting to put in their stuff in the overhead. Why can't y'all load from back to front? That way, people can load in their shit in the back, then move on front, and they're not impacting anybody else. I don't know what it is with y'all. I don't know why y'all can't just man up and basically load people from back to front. All right, it's not that hard. Just everybody's an adult. They can figure out. Okay, I want to sit in the back. Hell, move first class to the fucking back if y'all want to basically do it like that. Have them basically be like a limo and basically like have back there, have all the drinks and all that party time, whatever.
Bro.
But have shit loaded from the back to the front. That way, people aren't impacted and having to wait long ass time to basically get there or get their stuff in their seat. That's my issue with airlines. San Diego, I absolutely love you. You're the most beautiful city I've ever been to. I can't even front. Like we were driving around. San Diego is the absolute most beautiful city I've ever been to. Like I ain't got nothing but love for you. That is a gorgeous ass city. Like I'd kiss you around the mouth like Joe Namath said at football. Like that was a gorgeous ass city. We were driving around. I was like, man, where's the hood in this motherfucker? I couldn't find that shit for shit. Like I got some nice ass spots, dog. Like I, yeah, yeah. But nah, San Diego treated us right. Yeah, yeah, that was nice. That's all I really had. But what I see that you have, bro, 'cause I'm gonna get off my promo. I'm gonna get off my promo soapbox. You want to talk about Fury Usyk?
Ooh, yes.
Like, what you got for that?
Okay, bro. So look, Fury Usyk is gonna be the next fight. We were supposed to have it earlier. Um, I'll run away real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little rundown. You guys remember that Fury had fought Nagatu for a minute. After he fought Nagatu, it got touched up, by Francis, and they gave him a little extra time to recover. And I just want to speak on this, and I'm going to bet down, and I'm going to say this 1,000%. And if Fury comes out on top in this fight against Usyk, I bet that he'll never admit this, but I want you guys to pay attention. Tyson Fury is in the best shape of his career right now, going into this Alexander Usyk fight than he's ever been. Tyson Fury is looking somewhere around 255, 260. If you haven't looked at him, go look at him on Instagram. It's not the guy that fought Francis. It's not the guy that fought Deontay Wilder. You guys need to pay attention. He is going to come out, Rob, and he's going to box.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have his flicker jab working. He's going to be looking to inflict a massive amount of pain. Like, trust me. Now, with that being said, I think that this fight just got better because of that. It just got better because of him being in such good shape right now. Before whenever this fight was originally scheduled, I remember thinking in my head, Alexander Usyk, he's a monster. He's gonna go out here and try to maul Tyson Fury and make an example of him. Tyson Fury is a very big guy, but he's very, very, very good footwork, very agile. And the thing is, his weight always concerned me. His weight has always concerned me, Rob, because he's 6'8", 6'9". Even though he moved well, he was just too big of a guy. And we saw whenever he fought Wilder the first time, Wilder popped the living piss about him and put him on his back. Now the second time, Tyson came in bigger and went to lean on Wilder, and that's how he beat the hell out of him. And I remember thinking, it's not going to work against Usyk. He's going to hurt you if you try that. And I think Tyson got that in his head. He came out, he said, you know what? I got a little bit of extra time. Because remember, originally this fight was supposed to be January, February. So, well, no, I want to say it was January because he fought Francis in December. This was supposed to be his January fight. The man's had the last 3-4 months to prepare for this fight. And training, conditioning wise, body type wise, he's there, Rob. And if he can maintain this shape, I think he probably got another 2-3 fights in him at high level. I really do. And I think he does at this point in his career. And I think that this is going to be an amazing fight where I would while I was leaning on Usyk to probably upset him, I think Fury might get this one up out of him, bro. I really do. And
Yeah.
we'll know next week. We'll
Yeah.
definitely know next week, and I'll definitely come back here and cover that with you guys. Now, you know, me and Rob have been on the train to move the WNBA in the right direction. Like we said, you guys could pay me and Rob, just hit us up and we'll come through. We'll do it, Give us, 200,000 a piece for the year. Y'all got that. Y'all got that.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
A sprinkle, sprinkle. But Rob, Nike, Asia Wilson. What are they doing, Rob? What are they doing?
They're thinking we're dumb. So as far as like I'm seeing, and I'm gonna read verbatim because I don't want to mess this up. And you thought we sleep on an SEC champion, national champion, the number one draft pick, five-time All Star, U.S. gold medal, U.S. Olympic gold winner, in WNBA Finals MVP, a statue having New York best time seller, time 100 most influential people in 2024, two-time WNBA champion, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, two-time WNBA MVP, and the pettiest hooper on the internet. Thought, of course, Asia got a shoe. Hey, here's the thing in Nike. You want to know why you guys made this? It's because we didn't think you guys were gonna make a shoe for her. So you doing this whole, oh, you thought we were gonna forget about her? Yes, we thought you were gonna forget about her because it seemed like you forgot about her when that front office sports or I can't remember who was the poster on Twitter, but basically said who are the three people that have signature shoes under Nike, and it was three white women. So why would you think that we wouldn't have thought that if only three white women of a mainly predominant black women WNBA was going to basically be there? Like, why would you think that we wouldn't have thought that? So you coming out is like, yeah, of course we were going to give her a shoe. You bullshitting. And I don't understand why you bullshitting. Be a company of accountability. Say that, hey, you messed up. I'm not against messing up. I'm a human. You guys are made of humans. People mess up. It's not a thing that I would basically castigate you guys for forgetting, a little bit at least. But it's a thing of once you guys were called to the carpet on in the public of in the court of public opinion, that's when you guys changed. That's when you guys pivoted. That's when it was like, hey, yeah, we have this. We've been doing this and making this happen. I'm just saying, man. Like it can't just be you guys are going to be cocky about this. This is not an area for you guys to be cocky about. You guys didn't have her shoe, or you guys didn't give her a shoe. You guys basically gonna give her a shoe next year, sometime next year.
Mm-hmm.
But all these other women, like Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, Caitlin Clark, who's just playing in just her first couple of, or who hasn't played in a
Yes.
regular season WNBA game yet. You guys haven't done that. And so that you guys given them shoes and said that their guys signature shoes coming out, but you guys haven't done that yet. That's where I'm like, I don't understand why you being so cocky about this. You guys dropped the ball. It's okay to say you dropped the ball. I'm not going to be a person that's going to ring you up and say, hey, Nike, you guys are the most horrible company. You guys have already done that stuff in the past. But this is a point where you guys don't have any room to make. So why would you do that? That's all I'm really saying.
Nike. This is what I like to speak on. You guys went on the side of justice for Colin Kaepernick, right? Then you guys have countless African American players, NBA wise, that have shoes. Why in the hell y'all ain't got a black woman with a shoe yet? Y'all knew that this was gonna happen. Look, I know that y'all are about the bag, but sometimes you gotta foresee and gamble on the future, Nike. Remember, they're getting a streaming deal now. They're getting that extra push now. You gotta take a gamble and push a little bit. Give them that. Give her a shoe. Give more black women shoes. People wear Nikes every day. Hell, I got a friend who just said, "Hey man, I went and bought a pair of Nikes the other day, and I'm probably go back and get 2, 3 pair more this month." Don't drop the bag on the women right now. Remember, it's not just gonna be little girl hoopers who are gonna buy these, but it's gonna be women in general are gonna buy
Dudes
these.
too.
Yeah.
Dudes are buying the Sabrina ones. From what I'm seeing, like it's thing of like you guys need to support the women is there. Like get
Mm-hmm.
the people like actually make some stars. It wasn't as if Michael Jordan was like the star before Mars Maro was Spike Lee's name and
Morris Blackman.
Mars
Morris
Mars
Blackman.
Blackman was there. It's got to be something that basically is like, hey, put these people to the forefront. Put these women to the forefront. Oh yeah, man,
Do better, Nike. Just do better. That's how I
be
message
better.
y'all. Yeah, that's how I message y'all. Just be better. You were on the right side before. Continue to stay on the right side and do the right thing. Do the right thing with these women. Push them out there. Now next, Rob, Rob. Oh, I've been itching. I am going to cover the playoffs for you guys, but I've been itching about this person right here. I've been waiting. I've been waiting because he says some things that are so ridiculous at times, and me and Rob quote him, and we say, "It's no way that this dude can think like this sometimes." And he was in the NBA. JJ Redick, congratulations, becoming the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Bravo, bravo. And that's where I'm gonna stop clapping for your ass right now. I just want to let you know that right now. That's it's gone. Right after that, it's gone. You think that you can extend LeBron's career 6 years, Rob? Um, I just want to ask you something, Rob. There's one person by the name of Father Time, and I don't think he didn't took a loss yet. Do you know any losses that he's taken yet?
I won.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's undefeated out there, and he just hasn't lost a battle yet. JJ, LeBron is 39, 40 years old now, bro. You think he gonna make it to 45, 46 in the NBA? This NBA, the NBA of the United States of America, North America. You can't be telling me that you're going to extend his career by 6 years. Me and Rob just went over this with you guys a while back. This is the passing of the torch right now. There's no LeBron. There's no Steph. There's no KD in these playoffs.
Yep.
And you think that he's going to hover 6 more years? Six. Granted, I'm not saying any of those guys will never make the playoffs again. I'm not saying it. But what I am saying is, though, you're acting like you can preserve his career. That's not happening. He's had an illustrious 20 some odd year career he's going to have. He's going to have a points record. He's going to be high up there, rebounds, assists, all of this. Okay? But JJ, I don't think that you're going to get that. And I am intrigued to see what type of system he's going to put in play for LeBron. I can't wait to see this. I don't know who he's been studying under, what tricks he has up his sleeve, or I don't know if this is a LeBron James from the shadows hire. Hey man, you ever thought about hiring a player as a coach and he didn't get in Genie busting him in? You know, JJ might not be a bad coach. You know, you can go ahead and get him out here on the court. You know, you can help me out. You know, yeah. Could it have been that type of move, Rob? Because I didn't think that he would just get one.
So from what it sounds like with JJ Redick, it's kind of like what happened with KD and the Nets. Because remember, Steve Nash was basically like the advisor to uh, Steve Kerr back when they were with the Warriors, and everybody talked about how Steve Nash and KD had such a good relationship with with the Warriors, and that basically that was his guy, and so they were like, or the Nets were like, hey, you know what? Let's just bring in Steve Nash. We're also bringing in Kyrie, so that's a MVP winning point guard to basically coach that guy. We got the guy that KD likes. KD is gonna be coming back from his torn at the time torn Achilles. Like, really, just try this out and let's do this. And it was an abject failure, partially because of KD, Kyrie, and Harden being kids in the candy shop, but also because you had a guy that was very much inexperienced, had not been a coach at that level, was only an advisor with the Warriors, so it wasn't as if like he had a rapport as far as like creating plays, guys ready, anything like that. He was a guy that was learning the job with three powerhouses right there at his beck and call. And so with this Redick thing, for one, it's Dirty Mackin at its finest.
Yeah,
It's we look, we at Bromigos call out Dirty Mackin when we
it's
see, okay?
dirty Mac.
That's what we're gonna do for you, the customer. JJ Redick with this whole podcast and him and LeBron, they talking X's and O's. They're like, man, look, we like let's really square this out. And I can't really speak basketball, but like they just basically are like, we're gonna map all this out, give people the content that real hoopers want to have and everything, and let's really square this out and let's draw things on the board and everything. And that's what they do, and that's what they love, and that's absolutely great. But you could absolutely see this. So LeBron, so if you want to take this further, and move this a little bit further between you and I think it'd be good, especially if your son's gonna become well. I think it'd be good for us to create this rapport more on a at work basis. Like we've been doing this more, consultant,
Yeah.
extracurricular. Let's actually move this further and enhance more of our time together. Basically, have it to where helping out more of the teams. Because if I'm just helping out you and they're not watching this podcast, it's really not. It's really null and void. You're going back there. You're trying to institute systems that we talk about. No, no, no. Make it to where, especially because you guys have an opening, right? Make it to where we can just kind of further this. Really let everyone in on it, so that it's not just us in this. It's everyone, and everyone can basically reap the benefits. That's what this motherfucker's doing. I just see it in my eyes, in my mind's eye. This bad
Oh
eye,
yeah.
this good eye. I can see that shit. All right. And I'm not hating because like I'm not a dirty macker, but I am a dirty watcher. Yes,
Bro.
but like I could just see this shit happening. And JJ Redick, bravo to you. Bravo to you.
I'm telling
It
you,
looks like
Rob,
it's working.
he's got
It
his
looks like it's
way
working.
into that job. I know it hasn't been announced, and some of you are gonna say, but you're calling him the coach. He's got the job, bro. Lakers fans are already on board with
Mhm.
him getting the job. This man has zero coaching experience, and this is the guy. And y'all are literally trying to get him in here, and y'all are now quoted to be said, "Well, we're trying to get a sense of what JJ would be like the coach." No, it's not what you sense. Your fans are saying that they want it. LeBron has already tweeted about it.
Mhm.
JJ, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the job because I don't see anything else. Because right now,
Mm.
who else are y'all candidates? Okay, Darvin Ham is out the door. Okay, Budenholzer is looking to land in Phoenix. Okay,
He already signed in
yeah,
Phoenix.
there you go. He's already in Phoenix. Okay, so who else are we gonna snatch from out there? Vogel is gone. He's not coming back. He's already had a stint at the Lakers. He just got knocked out of Phoenix. Okay, another worthy coach in my mind, but people aren't going to give him the credit or the chance, would be Mark Jackson. See, and I'm gonna just go off on a slight tangent. A lot of people forget that Mark Jackson helped develop the Steph, Clay, Draymond going, and then Steve Kerr kind of came in and perfected what was there. Because it's like having a good recipe. Yeah, it tastes really good, but this could go a little bit further and be excellent. Steve Kerr came in and made it excellent. Okay. But what a lot of guys won't say is Mark Jackson deserves the coach. I'm gonna be real with you, Rob. If I'm the Lakers, and I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get into the playoffs. If I'm the Lakers, do not fall for what has happened with LeBron at other teams. You've already depleted your roster to a certain extent, okay? You want a championship with a lineup of guys, and some of the most key guys aren't even there. Dwight Howard's in wherever in China. Rondo isn't there. You lost key guys that at Caruso isn't there. You lost your defenders and your hustle guys and your key minute guys. And you focused on stars and the guys you thought that could hoop and D'Angelo and this one and that. And it failed. Don't do the same thing for your coach. Because whenever LeBron decides it's lights out and he doesn't want to play anymore, your coach needs to be able to function without us jumping back into the coaching pool again to get another coach. And then we're working on a roster and we have to retool everything because this was tooled for LeBron and now he's not here anymore. And we have a coach that can't at least make the pieces salvageable and get us into the playoffs again. I'm telling you, Laker fans, I know what y'all think that y'all want, but my homie across from me right now has kids. Rob can tell you his kids don't know everything that's good for them, okay?
Not one fucking thing, really.
Don't be the kids that don't know what's actually good for you right now. Because you think that this is good for this is candy. No, you don't need candy right now. You need some healthy juice and some vegetables and some solid food. Go get something that's solid. Go get a Mark Jackson to put in there. Don't do this to yourself because I promise you, if this blows up in his face and they exit first round, hypothetically speaking, JJ gets this job and they exit first, second round next year with LeBron, he's gonna be on the chopping block after year one. Because they're gonna say we didn't get this done. They can't make a bunch of roster moves. I just heed my warning, Laker fans. Don't be the kids that want the candy. Go eat a good meal. Get what you actually need. Go get a Mark Jackson or somebody to coach your team properly. Don't do it to yourself because you're gonna do it and then you're gonna regret it. And you're gonna have a stomach ache, and then all of y'all are gonna be hollering about it ain't the same in La La Land no more. And guess what? If the Clippers make a good team and they're more successful than y'all, all of y'all are gonna cry me a river like Justin Timberlake. Okay, just throw that one out there. Now, moving on, bro. The NBA playoffs have had me by the balls. I can't even lie to you. Now, the Thunder, natural disaster. I'm not gonna lie to you, they've been looking good, but they down right now.
Yeah.
They down. They down.
Yeah, man. Like I'm looking at them, and granted, like I have been, I would say, out of the loop for like the last week and a half. In and out. I would say in and out of the loop. I haven't seen everything, but watching the last couple of games with the Thunder, like the end of the game, it seems like they're quaking. Like it seems like the Thunder are undergoing a natural disaster.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like looking at them, and Luca and Kyrie are just killing it. Like they absolutely are just like, or and I would say Luca. And you know what? I wouldn't. Luca is killing it because Luca is basically like a fucking crash test dummy.
Yes,
The
he is.
motherfucker's like Super Dave right now on the court. He getting hit everywhere. He's like doing all kinds of stunts, making shit. But like PJ Washington stepped up.
Yes.
Not TJ. Tim Hardaway Jr. basically stepped up. Like a lot of these cats on the Mavericks are like just absolutely catching fire right now, and SGA just can't really like, or let me not say SGA. The rest of that crew outside of Chet and SGA, like they're really not coming up and really making any kind of game for them. Like it's kind of way it's kind of crazy to see. Because it because OKC is a really good team. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're the number one seed, of course. You know, uh, Jalen Williams is one of the great young two-way players in the league. At least the Jalen what was it J Dub? I can't remember the J Dub and J Will. Either way, the dark skinned one. Like he's like one of the best two-way players in the league. It's kind of funny. Got a light skinned friend look like Jalen Williams. Got a dark skinned friend look like Jalen Williams. But that's just jet lag talking. Uh, Basically they just haven't really been coming up to the plate. Like they need to basically step up and get themselves back into this series because I think if basically the Mavericks take game 4, it's over. It's absolutely over. Like it's this team is more talented, I think. When I say OKC is more talented than the Mavericks. But the thing about it is it's the experience is seeming like it's taking OKC out of this. And I don't know what's gonna help with them. Maybe they're gonna have to make some kind of adjustments, come out early, come out firing, and keeping that lead. But to be honest, it seems like Luca is he's becoming that dude that remember from the pictures. Remember the picture with him and Devin Booker, that playoff series in that game 7 where the Mavericks had their foot in the Suns' ass. Like I think they beat them like 50. It's
Mm-hmm.
basically seeming like that every single game, or at least towards the end of the game. OKC, man, y'all gotta come back. Y'all gotta do something.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is the perfect example of a young squad not being ready. Your leader might be ready, and one other person, two other people, but they're not ready. This is this is that KD Westbrook that made like I think it was like the 8th seed and got knocked out. Okay, these guys are very good. Okay, you got to remember there were a three-way tie. Them Minnesota Nuggets, which Minnesota and the Nuggets are fighting each other right now. They get they get Dallas. You know, Dallas has two people. One who has a championship. He's a fighter. He hits big shots. And the other guy, I'm gonna say this, and some people may not agree with what I'm about to say. Luca is what Dwayne Wade would be if he had that passing ability, and he was that tall. Because they play kind of identical. He gets in the lane. He's a crash test dummy once he gets down there. Okay, they gonna hit, bump, foul. He's laying it up. He's falling. He hit this. Luca's been amazing. Okay, and Dallas may be Western Conference Final bound, and Kyrie may be there without LeBron right now, which is something that I kind of a lot of people didn't think that they probably see it and be like, Kyrie's not gonna go there without LeBron. He'll never see it again. He left LeBron, and now I think he's about to. He's close. He getting there. He need 2 more wins, and he's there. But that Dallas team is just crazy. And while I'm talking about the Thunder, I know it's a lot of you guys out there saying SGA was robbed. He should have got it over the joke. Look, I'm gonna say this. Even if that's the case, this is the award that Joker should have got, that Embiid got, and SGA just didn't get it. He's he's not getting it. That's it. Look, every now and then you go to the store and you lose out on something. Okay? Somebody beat you to the punch whenever somebody else got them and they beat you this time. Okay? Can't win them all. Do I think he's gonna be in contention in the years to come? Yeah, if he continues to play like this, hell yeah, he's gonna be in contention. But
Yep.
Joker got that, and it's a lot of they move the goalposts on where MVP is and what it is and who votes. Look, I'm all for if y'all let league players pick who they believe is the MVP of their league. I'm with it. Or I'm with it if you have half league players and half voters. Cut half of the other people out and let's see where this goes after that. Okay? Or better yet, How about you have it on former league players get votes instead of the news media? How about that? Have former players, have news media. We'll see how MVP turns out from the years on after that. Now, moving on. Cavs Celtics, bro. I truly believe that this is Boston's series to lose. If they lose this, it will be the choking of Jason Tatum all of the time. Okay? I had them walking this team, which currently they're up 2-1. I had them walking the Cavs in 5 games in my head, okay? So right now, Boston, don't make me a liar, okay? Because I already got beef with Al Horford and Jason Tatum not hitting 2 threes, but that's another story for another day on a bet that I made online. You know, on DraftKings, we're not even gonna talk about that one. I'm hurt. Just know I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
I'm
Just know,
hurt. I'm hurt.
yeah, I'm hurt, dog. I'm hurt. I picked Jason Tatum for 2 threes, and I need Al Horford to score one more time. And he out there shooting bricks off the side of the rim, and I'm like, dog, I'm like, come on, bro, just run the goal for me. Anything. But Boston, this is you guys' chance to get to the Western Conference Finals, get back to the NBA Finals. I don't see anybody else that has a team that's as well put together as Boston right now. Now Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell, y'all need to put some spec on that man name, okay? Not respect, put some spec on that man name. Put some spec on his name. Rob, that man put up 50 in this series. Not only that, that man had a game where he facilitated like the first half and then just went bonkers the second half. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, Boston, put somebody on him. Look, I don't care if you gotta go get 3 tall boys from the sideline and stick on him out there. Slow him down, yeah. But Boston, this is you guys' series. To win, I got y'all going to the finals, possibly against, Denver again. Now, this is the interesting one that I want to bounce off of you, Rob. Pacers Knicks. I feel like a time ago in the 90s we used to watch this matchup, you know? And whenever I've been watching this matchup, it gives me chills, and I think about Reggie hitting him, hitting him upside the head, stepping behind. Yes, the choke symbol, the Spike Lee. It brings back so many of those memories. John Starks, Patrick Ewing, Oakley was there, Anthony Mason, this Rick Smith, Reggie. It was just amazing. And watch this series play out right now. Jalen Brunson, I'm calling you the Brunson boiler. Because whenever he gets steaming, bro, he is something. And I do believe that he may be a superstar on the rise. Barring how he plays whenever Julius Randle comes back. Because if him and Randle can become a great duo and production can be high from both of them, the Knicks have at least a great playoff future. Okay? Madison Square Garden may be rocking again. You know? Now on the flip side, Tyrese Halliburton. Every game I watch him and he's aggressive. I keep saying that young Pacers team may be more formidable in the future, Rob, than I thought that they might be. I keep watching and I'm like, uh, are they gonna be that good? And then I see the flash in the pan of Halliburton, Miles Turner, and Pascal all showing up. And I'm like, ooh, this could be kind of nice. And then even though Benedict Mathurin is out, Naismith hit like a 31-foot 3-pointer the other night to go up. That shit was crazy. Um, but in my heart of hearts, because I have this as a note, I do believe that Julius Randle was was healthy, that Knicks would advance 4-2. I feel like that's what it would have been. I feel like Julius would have been down there bang and he would have got this done. He would have helped Jalen get this done and they would have went on 4-2 to the next round. Now, last but not least, I gotta touch on this one before we, you know, pivot and probably get out the door. Y'all. Minnesota, Denver. Ooh, Rob. I did not see Minnesota coming out the box like this. But then, like I put in my notes, inexperience played a huge role in game 3. And the defending champs may be down, but they're not out. Not by a long shot. Okay. Mike Malone, he made a lot of adjustments. But in game 3, I saw something that made me feel disheartening about Minnesota, Rob. I saw whenever shit ain't working, they go down. Like, they go down. And I don't know if it's a personality thing or if it was a coaching thing. Because I could see Ant-Man trying, but I don't know if coaching is making the right calls right now. And I know it's probably gonna be some Minnesota fan like, you don't know, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna tell you what's happening. I'm watching them, and I'm trying to remember you guys for goddamn head coach right now, Minnesota. Uh,
Chris Finch.
who is it?
Chris Finch.
Oh, Chris Finch. Chris Finch. This is what's gonna make or break you. I'm not saying that necessarily you have to go out here and you have to beat Denver decisively in this series. But what I will say is this: Denver's Mike Malone has made the adjustments. That Denver team went out there and to they did something to Minnesota that was 9-ish basketball, bro. They went out there and they got bumpy with those young dudes. They made them play physical. They made them play down. Aaron Gordon had 13. MPJ had like 21. Jokic 24 and 14. Jamal Murray 24. Kentavious Caldwell Pope, he had 12. And to say Jamal Murray is playing on like a sore calf is amazing. I think them 3 days off that they got between the two games was exactly what he needed. And it was exactly what the Nuggets needed. And they're rolling. And I'm excited because I got game 4 tonight, baby. You know, I get to watch that out there. I get to watch that like that, right there, right there. Woo! And I get to see more of this tonight. And not everybody maybe, too fond of in NBA basketball right now. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I got Minnesota
So
tonight. I got Boston tomorrow, man.
So what I would say to your point, like it's basically what Timberwolves might be going through is the same thing that OKC is going through. Because you got to
Mm-hmm.
think, okay, the Timberwolves are a young team. The only person with like really playoff experience is Rudy, and Rudy is not the leader that basically is going to steer the ship. He might help out, but not everybody is that. I would say Anthony Edwards is that, and seemingly is that, and he basically had his first time like having any kind of playoff strife. And he seemed like he had a good attitude about it when they asked him. I think they're gonna come back, and I think they're gonna bounce back very well in game 4 tonight. Yeah, no, you're right. I think that it's sometimes when you get punched in the mouth, you don't know what to do, and I think they're gonna kind of try to figure it out, and it's hard to figure it out against the defending champs. Even though they went up 2-0 on the defending champs, like it's hard to basically get to where you're coming back and being more resilient against a team that just won it all with the guy with also the MVP. Like it's hard to basically come back from that. But as if anybody can do it, I'm thinking this team can because the way that I did see game 2 where they had them boys in hell.
Yes.
you could see like the Nuggets had nothing, and I mean nothing that they can do because it was just like the Timberwolves playing like demons. It was just like everywhere. It was hands everywhere. It was like they did not have any kind of rest that they could really, or the Nuggets didn't have any kind of way that they could rest and do something to where they could set themselves up because there was a Timberwolves hand or there was somebody reaching out, just somebody doing something that fucked anything that the Nuggets was doing. Like that. That's if they can match, if they could bring back that intensity again for Game 4. Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
I,
Wrap.
I'm telling you though, the adjustments Mike Malone made. This is where I think it's gonna be make or break tonight. If they come out there with that high energy, because they came out with a decently high energy last game, but what it was Denver ashed that out quick. They put a lot of them in pick and roll. They made them play ball with them, and they didn't let them get out. They didn't let them like get a bunch of stops. They spread their flow out. They put a lot of pick and roll. They hit shots. They made that game playoff basketball. And in the end, Minnesota was like, what do we do right now? And as a coach, you got to make adjustments. I know that they're the defending champs, and they've made Rudy Gobert useless to a certain point. And I'm going to go back to what Shaq said a long time ago about Rudy. Rudy is 7 feet 2 and can only go and get you maybe 10, 12 points. Okay? Most, and I'm not going to say most, you're super talented, tall, big men. I'm going to use the legends. I'm going to use Yao Ming and Shaq. They had a weapon that they could go to and go get 30. Okay? Shaq's weapon was just his body being a battering ram, but y'all had a shot and skills and all kind of other. And I'm not gonna say Shaq didn't have touch around him, but you get down there with Shaq. Shaq was gonna put your ass up under the goal and dunk it 15 times a game. Okay, you could foul him, and you could say we're gonna throw bodies at Shaq. Cool, but Shaq is gonna go get 30 and 13, 30 and 15, and you better figure out how to stop him. Okay, on his 15 dunks, you need at least 7 fouls. Okay, so one of y'all is gonna take a bunch of fouls today, and I don't think Rudy not having a bag, and I promise you this is my only gripe with dude. You can't be that tall and not have at least a bag around the rim to go get 20. Because if he could go get 20 right now around the rim, they could drop him the ball and he could at least kind of match Jokic. Because he may not be the passer that Jokic is, but he could at least give you 20 around the rim and you could say, look, I maybe can't defend him, but I can try to offset some of his scoring right now. And if he had that bag with him, he would be that much more valuable to them. But right now, Rudy's been useless. And look, 27 minutes, 6 points, 1 assist, 4 boards, bro. That's what he had in 27 minutes out there. Whenever you look across, Jokic had 11 more minutes, but he had 24. No, he had 20. No, he had 38 minutes, 24 points, 9 assists, and 14 boards. Your matchup can't do that to you. The passing is hard to stop a guy who's that big that can pass, but you gotta keep him up off the boards, or you gotta slow his shooting down. Something, not just nothing. And kudos to Denver for making all of the adjustments and making the plays. And Aaron Gordon didn't come out there and look stagnant. He had 13 and 5 and 2 boards. And that's the other thing. Cat, you can't fold up and have 14 points and 3 assists and 5 boards. There wasn't one of you guys that had 10 boards as a big. Matter of fact, Mike Conley and Anthony Edwards led the team in rebounding with 6 apiece. That can't happen if the defending champ center is going to get 14 by itself. He's offset +2 of that. You can't let it happen. You just can't. But with us saying that, we wasn't gonna keep y'all too long today, and if you look on my boy's shirt, he has the Knowledge Schoolhouse Rock shirt, because this is our house of knowledge and opinions here at Bramigos Podcast, and knowledge is power, and our take should, give you a little bit something better to think about, than that old Stephen A. Smith, and especially him saying that Denver was gonna get swept. Eat your words, not Stephen A. But with that said, like, subscribe, tell your people about us. We're always here, Bramigos Podcast. Rob has made his return. But we love doing this for you guys. Go ahead, get at us. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of that, YouTube. Come like, support us. Have a good day. Tell somebody you love them. Rob, what do you want to say before we go out?
Happy Mother's Day. Good night, Canada. Good night, Taylor Swift. Good night to the Pistons' chances for getting a #1 pick. They draft lottery got them as the #5 pick in this upcoming draft. So as of right now, they are the #5 pick. Trying to push back up to the last 4 remaining. So the last 4, top 4 in order. So yeah, I'm trying to, because the draft lottery just did, I think, and the only 4 that are remaining right now is the Wizards, the Spurs, the Rockets, and the Hawks. And it looks like, according to Sham Sharania, the Atlanta Hawks have the #1 overall pick.
What?
In this year's draft. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Atlanta has #1. Washington got #2. Houston got #3, and San Antonio has #4.
And aren't those some odds? Well,
that is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
because to be honest, I have no fucking clue who's in the fucking draft. I know, was it Dillingham? Rob Dillingham, I think, is one of the cats from Kentucky. Outside of that, I know your boy Edie, he's in it, but I can't really give y'all too many names because I don't know fucking shit about college. I don't really follow college too much anymore.
This draft is gonna be, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be lackluster.
Oh, I'm gonna say it's gonna be lackluster. Like, I will be the first to say it's lackluster.
Yeah, Rob will go ahead and say it for me. But
yeah, this draft looks booty, but drafts sometimes look booty, and that happens. You know, like it does happen where you're not gonna have amazing drafts all the time. It just is what it is. And but congrats to the Hawks for the #1 overall pick, whoever they may be. I'm guessing you guys are gonna try to, granted, Caitlin Clark has already signed with the Fever, but that would have been a good one. But yeah,
we're gonna see. But like I said, like, subscribe, tell your people you love us, and tell them that you love them. And tell them, like I said, tell them that you love us. I didn't mess that up. Tell them that you love us, that you want them to come subscribe.
You could tell us that you love us. That's fine.
You could also.
I don't have a problem with it
at all. But we enjoy doing this. Go ahead and tell them good night, Rob.
I thought I did.
Well, yeah, we had
another good night.
Yeah.
Good morrow and good night to you folks.
Yeah.
Adios.
We're out of here.
Sayonara.
Peace.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Bramigos Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.